I don't doubt the sexual abuse allegations, but they were also older at the time where they could have gotten out of that situation. And I also think that the money certainly played a role, the inheritance that seemed to be a big part of the calculus. This was not just somebody who was abused and they were defending themselves or something like that. This was much more than that. But Dana thinks that they should be released.
Yeah, I think that they deserve a second chance. They were really young when this happened. They suffered insane abuse. And I actually haven't watched the Netflix documentary yet, but I'm going to watch it this weekend because I think a lot more of what they went through is shown. Obviously, what they did was awful, so they should have been punished. But they've paid their debt. They've been in prison for 34 years, and they've been model prisoners who have really done a lot to help other prisoners and to be good people.
No, you're right about that. I think if it was just the dad who they killed, then maybe I'm more sympathetic to it. But how they killed the mom, shooting her, then she's still alive, crawling, and then they go get more ammunition and then blow her away.
Yeah, I mean, the abuse story is obviously terrible, but two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't give you the right to kill people. I think there was a lot of animosity towards these guys, obviously, at the time that they were sentenced. I mean, they just looked like these, rich kids trying to cash in on their parents' success.
Yep.
They had the preppy sweaters on. I mean, they didn't do themselves any favors in how they appeared. But times definitely have changed. I just think it's a stretch to allow people involved with this kind of a crime for this.
Premeditated, too. I mean, not like it was just in the heat of the moment or anything like that. I mean, the lengths they went to not only try to pull this off, but then to get away with it.
Can you imagine that here in Florida? They would do something like that.
I think there were a lot of members of the family who want to see them get out, too, which
I think it's only
that tells you something about the dynamic going on. And, these family members, they knew what was happening in that home. And so for the family to say they should be released, given what happened, I think that says a lot.
I think it's only the mother's brother who doesn't want them out. Most of the rest of the family, you're right, they're on board with this. So
we'll see what the judge does.
Mm-hmm.